Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Eureka Springs channel today. I'm coming to you live from Eureka Springs, Arkansas, that little quirky northwest Arkansas spot on the map in Arkansas. We're so glad you guys are with me today. Special guest today is Steve Beecham, who is with the Eureka Springs Art Museum, which is brand new here in Eureka Springs, and I wanted to be able to showcase them today. So let me bring Steve onto the screen for y'all to meet Steve. Hey, Steve.
Hey, how are you?
Good. I see you are at the museum right now, aren't you?
I am at the museum, yes.
And when did y'all open up? I know this has been fresh on people's minds right now. When was the first day y'all were open?
We had our soft opening the first weekend of December, and we've been open every Saturday since from 1 to 5.
Okay. And, how did this come about, Steve? I was kind of curious about how the concept of having an art museum in Eureka Springs, how did that come about?
Well, I moved here in 1979, and it's been a discussion well before that time. Lewis and Elsie Friend discussed having a museum back in the 1940s, and a group of us have been looking at spaces to have a museum, and we all have kind of large art collections of local art, and we're just trying to decide when and where to do it. And so it just all seemed to come together. And initially there were just 5 of us as our beginning of our board for the museum. And we each have given art to create this collection.
So the collection itself, can you talk to me a little bit about that and, the selection process for, who do we expect to see there?
We have the museum itself is sort of set up chronologically. The idea is to show the art history of Eureka and the influence of artists from the very beginning of the town. And so our earliest art pieces are from 1890.
Oh, wow.
We have 3 oil paintings from that time, and then we have a collection of photographs from the 1890s and 1900s from local photographers, which we consider an art form of that day. And then it just sort of goes up from there. I think currently we have about 97 artists hanging here in the museum. Initially, we put together a list of 150 that we'd like to get examples of, and so we're working on it.
Well, you sent me some photographs of some of the sampling, a very small sampling of some of the works that are hanging there and displayed. Very interesting pieces. Now, these pieces, are they on loan or will they be a permanent part of the collection there?
Everything that we have in the museum at this point is part of the permanent collection. We people have been donating art, but it's basically donating it to the permanent collection. We may have temporary shows. We have an area of the museum that we hope to be able to have art from local artists that's for sale, and do a major show of one person's work, and just kind of have a revolving show that way. But we, like a lot of museums, will have our permanent collection will be here in the museum all the time. We'll probably be rotating pieces in and out as the collection grows. We have an off-site climate controlled storage facility that we're putting art into for off-site storage.
Okay. Well, this was quite the effort by yourself and a lot of other people who I know were a big part. A great photograph here of some folks. I see you there too, as a part of this group. So I'm guessing you guys are an official nonprofit. You have a board of directors. You want to give a shout out to your board?
Yeah, we are an official 501c3. So anything that's given to us or donated to us is can be used as a tax deduction, which is good. Our board currently, besides myself, is Jim Nelson, Lucilla Garrett, Glenn Crenshaw, Steve Shope, Doug Stowe, Elise Rennick, and Jim McGee. And if you live here in Eureka, you know a lot of those names.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, wonderful. Thank you to all the board members who have made this a success. You talked a little bit about the hours of the operation there. Uh, Name those off, the hours that you're open again for me, Steve, for
Uh,
folks.
Currently, we're open Saturdays from 1 until 5.
Okay.
Um, we're just sort of finding our way with this at this point.
Yeah.
And we're also training docents to be here and help with the operations.
Mm-hmm.
And we hope by the end of February to be open at least another day or possibly 3 days a week and shoot for 4 days a week by May is kind of what our time
Right.
frame is.
Takes a village to do it all, is doesn't it, Steve?
It
It
does,
really does.
especially on a shoestring budget.
Yeah, you guys have done fantastic work putting together, and this, the displays themselves. I mean, I was just looking at these images, and I'm actually ashamed to say that I haven't had an opportunity to come in person myself. It's on my bucket list for the month of February. It's on my list to come and do. Now, is there an admission for the people to come and to look around at the museum?
No, admission is free for the museum. We do have a donation box if you'd care to donate money. We also are offering memberships as a yearly annual paid
Mm-hmm.
amount in various categories. Um, so we're basically just wanting people to come and see the space and
Sure.
enjoy it and have a good time. And also, if if you are a group or something, or even you, Melody, if you want to come, I don't mind showing up and opening the door
Oh,
and taking you on a private tour, and that applies to your listeners as well,
awesome.
especially if it's a group of people that are here and not going to be able to make a Saturday opening.
That's very kind of you, Stephen. Quite the commitment that you and others have given to this effort. So it's a dream come true for so many since the Freuds from way back then. From them, I just the whole thing coming together the way it has, and it's such a beautiful space. I can't wait to see it in person. So what a great thing for Eureka Springs, and we wish y'all the continued success. It's located there. For those that they're not aware where you're located, talk to us a little bit about that.
We're part of the community center complex. It's the old high school complex that is up on Highway 62 at 44 Kings Highway. And the space that we occupy used to actually be the old cafeteria
Mm-hmm.
space. And if you come onto the community center property, you'll notice our big sign that says Art Museum. So
It's a
it's
great sign.
you'll be able to find us.
Yeah, it's a great sign. And a great location too for everybody. Lots of great level parking. That's
Le-
that's a
le-
rare thing in Eureka, right?
we have level parking, we have handicap parking.
Yes.
We try to make it so everybody can get here.
Yes. Well, thanks, Steve, for your efforts, and thank you to the board of directors and the people that are the founding members of this museum. I can't wait to enjoy it for years to come, and to see all the collections that become a part of your temporary exhibits as well as your permanent collection. I can't wait.
Great. Thanks, Melody. Thanks for doing this.
You betcha.
Okay.
All right. All right, you guys check out the new art museum in Eureka Springs. It's not to be missed. I can't wait to go in and see it myself. And thank you guys for watching me today on the Eureka Springs channel. You guys show some love. Throw a heart or two on the broadcast so that the museum sees that you watched this and you enjoyed the segment. And thank you all for joining me every week here on the Eureka Springs channel. We appreciate your patronage and watching us, and please help share the love about Eureka Springs by simply sharing this segment with the people in your life. We would appreciate that. Thanks, guys. Thank you guys a lot for joining me today. We'll see you guys next time.